So here is the interesting fact of the week. What is the airspeed velocity of a European swallow?
What do you mean? An African or European swallow? Huh?
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one.
Well, what is it?
Wish I remember what he said in the movie. At least I could say that exact thing.
I don't know.
Am I gonna get like launched?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even get to guess yet.
Oh, okay. I'll let you guess.
7.
Okay, so let me ask you another question. Now, I already asked this to Doug, and I checked before the show that you have not watched that show yet because it just aired recently. So I'll ask you the same question I asked him. What is the fastest flying insect? We also asked this to Dr. Tom Dykstra, and he said it was a different insect, which he's probably right, but...
The fastest flying insect?
Yeah.
So it's an insect?
Yeah, it's got to be an insect.
Is it the... Good question.
You have a chance to, if you mention two of the ones mentioned in our last show with Dr. Tom Dykstra, you get it. You get either one. If you say either one, I'll give it to you.
Is it a bee?
It's the one that could go forwards and backwards, not like a hummingbird. It's an insect. Forward, backwards, it's like a helicopter.
Is it a dragonfly?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, we'll give you that one. Well, you missed a couple though. You didn't get the European swallow airspeed velocity, but we'll.
What was the other one? Out of curiosity.
The bot fly. Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, Ryan. So, what do you want to do for the next article in the latest Creation magazine?
Let's do the ant amputations ones. That was pretty cool.
Ant amputations? You're not talking about, is something wrong with your Aunt Jean or Aunt Wendy?
not that ant.
Okay. So astonishing ant amputations. So what's this all about?
Yeah, so it's basically ants are able to perform amputations on each other based on just perform amputations that can be helpful. Like the article opens with carpenter ants in Florida can identify wounds on the legs of their nestmates before treating them to prevent the spread of infection. They do this either by cleaning only or amputation after cleaning. So they identify wounds that they somehow know are going to get infected, and they clean it. And if that's not good enough, then they amputate the leg pretty effectively. Like at the end of the article, it says that survival rate for these things that have these injuries goes up pretty drastically from 40 to 90% in the femur. And then in the tibia, it goes from 15 to 75% survival rate when they do this. So it's not like they're just taking shots in the dark, kind of chopping wherever they feel like. They're actually pretty good at knowing what they need to do and how to get these things fixed. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's remarkable. The article says it's the only example known in the animal kingdom other than humans that do this. And Ryan, how would evolution and blind chance and mutations over millions of years, how is it going to create this mechanism where ants learn to do this? And the key word is learn. How do they learn to do this? I mean, it's information that's already there.
Well, not only do they have to learn it by evolution, they would have to randomly mutate that trait and then that trait to survive, which, the ant that in theory randomly mutates that trait, it has to save its brethren. But if it dies, then that, trait would in theory go too. So you got to kind of, have multiple ones that are good at it at first, which is pretty interesting and cool. And it's hard to see how that trait can even just be a result of a mutation. And then, that they got lucky for that trait didn't die off. Like, it's just not going to happen.